Today I'll be teaching how to use the order of operations to solve an algebraic equation with one variable. So today what we're going to need to know is the order of operations. So a useful acronym that is taught to memorize the order of operations is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So PEMDAS. So what that stands for is the P stands for parentheses, the E stands for exponents, the M stands for multiplication, the D stands for division, A is for addition, and S for subtraction. So what this means is in a given equation, we're going to start by simplifying whatever is inside the parentheses first, if there is any parentheses. Once we've done this, then we can move to the exponents. If we see any exponents, then we can work with the exponents and use that to simplify the problem. Next is multiplication and division. Now I've grouped these together because it's not multiplication first, then division second. It doesn't matter what the order you, it's not multiplication first. It's those two are grouped together, as in whichever comes first from left to right will be what you do first at that given time. Then same applies to addition and subtraction. You'll see as we get going here, it's not any one single, like it's not that addition goes above subtraction. So here I have an example problem for us, and this may look like a lot. You have, as you can see, you have parentheses and an exponent here, and you have x's as your variables, and so this may look like a lot at first, but here we're going to use the order of operations. Remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. We're going to use these as a means to solve this equation. So we want to solve this for x. So we want to find what x is. So how we're going to have to do this is by simplifying what we have here. So first up is parentheses. So what we want to do is find the parentheses. So here we have a parenthesis and here we have a parenthesis. So we're going to condense, we're going to do what is inside of these parentheses first before we do anything else. So here we have x times 2. So x times 2, we get 2x. Okay? In this parenthesis, we're going to use the order of operations again. So only strictly within this parenthesis. So we've used our parentheses. So what's next? Exponents. Do we have any exponents in here? Yes, we do. So we're going to have 2 squared, which is 4, plus 4 minus 12x equals 28. Okay, so we're still left with the parentheses now. We have 4 plus 4, which is 8. So now we have 2x plus 8 minus 12x equals 28. So from here, all we have is addition and subtraction left. So we can do this all in one step. As you see here, we have 2x and 12x. So these both have x as a like term. So we're going to do 2x minus 12x, which will give us negative 10x. So we had 2 x's and we took away 12. So now we have 10 x's. And here we have plus 8. So I'll just write the 8 here. 8 minus 10x equals 28 still. So now what do we have left is 8 minus 10x equals 28. So we want to get this 8 over to this side. So what are we going to do? Subtract 8 from both sides. That cancels out over here. And on this side we're left with 20. So negative 10x equals 20. So now our final step to solve this problem will be get this x by itself. So divide by negative 10 on both sides. And it cancels here. 20 divided by negative 10, which is negative 2. So again, to review with that problem, we started with our parentheses. So we had x times 2, which is 2x. Then within this parenthesis, we went, we had an exponent, so we simplified that to 4. Then we had to complete the parenthesis, so 4 plus 4 equals 8. Then we were left with just addition, so we combined like terms. Then we subtracted 8 from both sides to get it by the 10x by itself, and then divided to get our final answer of x equals negative 2. Now I'm going to do one more review problem. So this one looks a little bit different, but it has all the same elements as the first problem. So we're going to go, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So again, we have parentheses first. So if we look here, we have a parentheses. Now, we have a square here. We have an exponent up here. So would we do that first? No, we have a parenthesis first. So we want to solve everything that's inside the parenthesis. So we're just going to strictly focus on what's inside of here. So 5 times 2 minus 7. Within this, do we have multiplication? Yes, we do. We have multiplication. So we're going to do the multiplication before the subtraction. So we have 5 times 2, which is 10, minus 7. Okay. Now, to complete this parenthesis, we have 10 minus 7, which is 3. And now that we have simplified the parentheses, we can next move, we finished parentheses, now we can move to the exponents. We do have an exponent here, right? So we have 3 squared, 3 times 3, which is 9. So we have 4x minus 9 equals 11. Now that we have moved through all the exponents, do we have any multiplication or division? And as you can see here, we don't. We have 4 times x, which is 4x. So we've already done that. So now we just move to addition and subtraction. So we have 4x minus 9 equals 11. All these are, this is grouped with its like terms, and these two need to be brought together. So what we're going to do is add 9 to both sides to get this 9 over here. So these cancel out, and this gives us 20. So we have 4x equals 20. And now we just have to get this x by itself. So we're going to divide by 4, x equals 5. So again, to recap, we had our parentheses first. Within the parentheses, we went multiplication first, then subtraction. Then we were left to do the exponent, which gave us 9. Then we had all the like terms combined. So we moved this 9 over here and then divided on both sides and got our x by itself. So just as a recap, we start with parentheses, then exponents, multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. And again, as a very helpful tool to remember this, we have please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, or PEMDAS. So that is the order of operations, and that is how you use the order of operations to solve an algebraic equation with one variable.